Welcome back. Just a real quick one today. I thought I'd weigh in on the controversy surrounding the recent firing of Zak Starkey as drummer of The Who. Starkey, of course, is the son of Beatles legend Ringo Starr, and he's been the drummer of The Who for nearly 30 years now. So this sudden firing seemed a bit odd. As far as I can tell, the firing seems to have stemmed from an incident that occurred on stage the other night as the band were performing at the Royal Albert Hall in London. They're in the middle of playing The Song Is Over, a beautiful track that closes side one of their classic Who's Next album, and singer Roger Daltrey abruptly stops and complains that he can't hear himself singing over the drumming that's going on. Here's a clip of the actual incident. Let's check it out.
To sing that song, I do need to hear the key, and I can't hear there's no pitch here, where I am. Where I've got is drums now, boom, boom, boom. I can't sing to that.
Very strange. Now, I don't know how well you could all hear what Roger says there, but it's essentially, to sing this song, I need to be able to hear the key. Yeah, well, I think that's true of just about any song. He seems to be doing fine, especially for an 81-year-old, pretty impressive. But as he starts to sing the line, I'll sing my heart out to the infinite sea, he gets a little pitchy, he's a little bit flat, and it really does sound like he can't hear himself. He then goes on to say, and I'm paraphrasing here, that all he can hear are drums going boom, boom, boom. Now, some of the articles I've read have speculated that Starkey was fired because his drumming was too busy. But I don't really see that here. I mean, listen to that clip. He's playing it very straight. It's pretty much a snare drum going bomb, bomb, bomb. And remember, Daltrey is a guy that shared a stage with Keith Moon for all those years, so I can't believe that Zak Starkey's drumming is too busy for him. Besides that, as Roger does his little rant there, he seems to be looking mostly off stage at maybe a roadie or a sound guy. It seems like it might have been more of a mix issue than what Starkey was playing. Now, I don't know. Maybe Daltrey's going to come out here in the next few days and say, I hate Zak Starkey's playing. But again, after nearly 30 years in the band, it's hard to believe that that would suddenly be an issue. But on the other hand, there's no denying that Starkey's dismissal came almost immediately after this gig. By the way, I realize this video is probably asking more questions than it answers, but I don't think anybody really knows exactly what happened yet. Now, the Who camp is saying that this was a mutual decision, but Starkey expressed surprise and certainly seemed a bit bummed out about this. Searching for other possible motives, Starkey did have a serious medical emergency in January when he was treated for blood clots in his right calf, but he claims to be fully recovered and says it does not affect his drumming at all at this point. And again, judging by the clip we just heard, I certainly didn't hear any problems. But the bottom line is, even if you've been playing with The Who for 30 years, if your name isn't Pete Townsend or Roger Daltrey, you're always going to be a hired hand in that group. Time will tell on this one, but in the meantime, the good news is The Who will certainly have no trouble finding a drummer, and Zak Starkey will be just fine too. He's got plenty of projects going on. Most recently, he's been doing a thing with Noel Gallagher from Oasis. Their project is called Mantra of the Cosmos. They have a new album coming out soon. He'll always have a gig. So maybe we'll revisit this topic later when more news comes out. But in the meantime, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you again soon.